SIPS procedure is a procedure in which we combine a gastric bypass and sleeve gastrectomy. It turns out to be almost the perfect combination of the two in the sense that we're able to just cut and staple your stomach from the size of my two hands and create the sleeve, and the sleeve is going to look like a slender banana. The remaining 80% of the stomach is going to be removed from your body permanently. The difference here with the gastric bypass is that the sleeve is going to be intact and we're not going to have a small pouch like we do in a gastric bypass. We also preserve the pylorus, which is really important in regards to satiety, feeling full, and it also then combines a bypass where we bring a loop of intestine deep down from your intestinal tract, back up to the pylorus and connect it. So you have an extended gastric bypass with the benefit of being able to eat a bigger and better variety of food because you have a sleeve instead of a pouch.
The SIPS would be an ideal surgery for patients whose BMI is more than 35 with multiple comorbidities, especially type 2 diabetes. And also, it's a good surgery for patients who had inadequate weight loss or a weight regain in a patients who had a prior sleeve gastrectomy.
Growing up, I've always been overweight. I would get laughed at, made fun of. I was tired all the time. I was always told that I would lose weight. The older you get, you get slimmer. But that never happened. I got bigger and bigger.
When I started driving a truck, sitting there just, eating and drinking, I just lost control. And getting off and trying to go pull fuel or going to tie your bands or whatever on top of your truck, trying to climb up in the truck, I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I just couldn't breathe. I would walk from here to you and I would be out of breath.
I contacted Dr. Reddy and I told him that I was ready to have this procedure done. And within a month, everything was approved and ready to go.
Preparation for any weight loss surgery requires you to really look deep in your soul to realize the fact that these issues are starting to take a hold of your overall health and or lifestyle. And at that point, you make your first step by seeing a surgeon that offers all the procedures. It's important to be able to go to a surgeon that can give you the counseling that you need to figure out whether the SIPS is right, or the sleeve gastrectomy, or the gastric bypass, which is the stalwart of weight loss surgery.
He's been a great doctor. Strict, but real good.
I have to do this not only for myself, but for my little ones.
The goal of SIPS surgery is just like any other weight loss surgery, to control your weight and also to improve your comorbidities. Comorbidities are probably the most important zing word in bariatric surgery now. So we really perform bariatric surgery or weight loss surgery, not just for the weight loss aspect, but also for the improvement of diseases related to obesity, particularly diabetes. Diabetes is one of the best things that can be treated with the SIPS procedure because it has a 95% success rate up to 5 years from the surgery. Our group at Metropolitan Methodist was the first group to offer the robotic SIPS. It was the first procedure done robotically in South Texas and or Central Texas. It is being built as the epicenter for robotic SIPS surgery. The long-term results after SIPS surgery are probably one of its proudest moments. It's one of the best things that we've seen in weight loss surgery thus far. Even though the data is still young, we see that you can keep up to 85% of your excess weight off up to 5 years, which is where we have the data to so far. You have 95% resolution in diabetes. You have greater than 80% chance of being able to come off your blood pressure medications, almost a 75 to 80% chance of coming off your sleep apnea machine. So it's an extremely powerful tool and probably provides the best 1-2 punch that we have in weight loss surgery.
You want your enterotomies to match.
And I think that the SIPS procedure is probably the best procedure to do robotically because it gives you a better sight of vision. There's a connection or an anastomosis that we have to make, which is relatively difficult to do, whether you do it laparoscopically with your own two hands. But the robot makes it much, much easier to do. And I think that that's going to be the hallmark of where the robot fits into bariatric surgery.
This is one of the first surgeries that's done under robotic in Methodist system. So we are pleased with the results and how they're coming out. The patients are very happy.
I have lost about 210 pounds since the procedure. Thought never gonna be like this again, so.
My friends and family, since the surgery, they're happy when they see me. They tell me that, that they see the difference, that I'm losing weight, I'm healthy, I eat healthy, I made a big lifestyle change.
To me, my advice to everybody would be like, don't think about it. Just do it because it's gonna change your life.
Going through the Metropolitan Hospital, it was a smooth process. I felt at home. They treated me like family.
I was very, very pleased with the staff. From day one till the day I left, they took care of me.